The Joe Rogan Experience.
Well, a lot of people have their own idea about what to do and what not to do, but I learned this from a guy named Chad Ward. His label on Instagram is Whiskey Bent Barbecue.
Oh, yeah.
And he's a world champion pitmaster. Mm-hmm. And this fucking guy can cook his ass off. Oh, my God. He's cooked for us a few times in hunting camps, and his food is insane. He's so good. And that's his philosophy, is the reverse sear method. This is what I learned it from. I learned it from him. Mm-hmm. A lot of times people will cook it. They sear it on the outside, and then they try to finish it off. And you can do that way, but it's not as good. It's better to bring it up to temperature slowly inside like a pellet grill. Another good method is sous vide. Do you ever sous vide things?
I haven't yet. I've had it from restaurants before, though. Like, I was talking to someone. They said a lot of restaurants now do that just so they can kind of make all their stuff more uniform. So you go and you get exactly what you did the last time.
Yeah, they don't. No one fucks up, because if you go, you can go to a restaurant, order medium rare, and it comes out well done.
Right.
You get mad. Mm-hmm. I've had that happen, right? But the sous vide method is fantastic too, because say if you have a steak and you want that steak to be 135 degrees, you basically put the setting at 135 degrees, and you can put it in there for 4 hours. Mm-hmm. So when you get it, it's just all the tendons and ligaments and all that stuff is just broken down. All the fascia is broken down, and it's just so tender. But it feels weird because you're boiling it in a fucking plastic bag. It seems so wrong. It's like you're not. I mean, I know it's a different kind of plastic, but you're not even supposed to drink water if if your plastic bottle has been sitting in a hot car. Mm-hmm. It's like, how the fuck can you? Apparently, you can. It's not an issue at all. To cook in it. But it makes me feel weird.
Eventually, we'll hear in 5 years that's going to give us cancer or something.
I don't know, man. I don't think so. I mean, what is the reason why they can... Okay, here we're going down a rabbit hole. Let's try it. Let's go down the sous vide rabbit hole. Why is it okay to sous vide your food, and why doesn't it leak? What is it, BCPs? Is that what they're worried about?
BPAs, BCAs.
BCAs? BPA, just a bunch of B and a bunch of other letters, which is supposed to be what you get.
There's when probably some NASA scientist who figured it out, though, right?
Maybe not, man. Maybe the same guy who said smoking's fine. Oh, yeah. Remember doctors prefer Camel. Remember those ads?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think we're dealing with that, but it feels weird. But as far as flavor, it's a phenomenal way to cook. Particularly wild game, it's really good for, because again, you don't overcook it. Like if you want to cook an elk steak to 130 degrees and then blowtorch the outside, that's what a lot of people do. Mm-hmm. That's how you finish on a sous vide. You basically use a fucking blowtorch. So I have this. I guess it's like the Elon Musk flamethrower in the background. I literally could use that.
Yeah.
Because it's basically the same thing. It's just a fucking torch, and you torch the outside of it to get a nice, caramelized crust, and then the inside, is perfectly
super
cooked.
tender.
Yeah. What does it say, Jamie?
I don't like this one.
You don't like it? Does it say it's going to kill you?
Yeah, the first one just says, there's after a considerable amount of research that's been done, we believe the answer is it's safe. And it's like they believe it is.
Oh, that doesn't mean anything.
So they left a little window.
Well, I feel like if you don't cook in it every day, when the director of The Cove was in here, I always fucking have a hard time saying his last. Louis Sohoyas was in here. He was explaining how he was eating a lot of fish before he became a vegan. He was eating a ton of fish, and his mercury levels, it really shot up because a lot of fish has like a lot of fucking mercury. And if you eat fish for morning, noon, and night every day, day after day after day, you can develop high mercury levels.